Oh, ho, 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 Oh, wait, it's not Christmas. Sorry, Toy Fairy just got me in the mood. Anyway, there's 100 out of 100 pieces for Toy Fairy. And, you know, I've been opening up ancient chests for stinky fun Diju pieces, but that's not really going well. But in another side of DML, aside from just the Toy Fairy stuff, of course, we did also have a collection dragon in the form of Nocturne to get our hands on. You know, getting Ivory was a pain, getting Razor Helm was a pain, and getting Jinqui was a pain. But it seems our luck is on our side. I say that because we did indeed get all of the pieces that we need for Mr. Nocturne. I actually ended up hatching Jinqui at 6 AM, so it was like 6 hours. And that was it. So a very, very close event. 6 hours and 40 minutes. Cutting it a little bit fine. Not gonna lie, Mr. Nocturne. You definitely tried to, you tried your best to cause a problem. But we weren't having it. But either way, that is Mr. Nocturne unlocked. Which basically means that the collection dragon for the first week of Ancient event has been collected. And of course, with all collection dragons, as soon as we unlock them, I do want to throw them into our hatchery. And Nocturne is a weird looking dragon, and that is one ugly looking egg. What the heck? Anyway, coming back to actual current realm DML, of course it is Monday, which means lots of new stuff. We have new bottomless dungeon to take on, and this one kind of sucks because it's full of energy dragons, so I don't know if I'm going to be grinding this one. It might be better off to just wait until week 3 and 4. But aside from that, we do also have a new breeding blitz event for Mr. Cartoon, and of course in this breeding blitz it shows us that we need to have chameleon and reptilian, so the dragon of the week and the chest dragon from the dragon board event, so that's not going to be happening for me. Not that I want it. And we've also got a gem spending event, which I'm also not going to be taking part in. But main thing, of course, is going to be continuing on with the Dragon Board event. And now, with the Dragon Board event, you know, I did do my initial event sort of mini tips for any newer players, people that weren't familiar with the event, that sort of thing. But I really do want to reiterate that this time around, it's not a good idea to just hoard all of your event currency, because even though I seem to have hoarded a bit, I've still done almost all of the bingos. So the only thing is I haven't finished them off because I didn't need deco, since I already have deco. But in terms of event currency, you don't want to be hoarding it, because you can get bonus event currency from getting lines in the bingo, and of course you can also get bonus tickets, a few extra ancient tickets. Not that they really mean all that much. But, you know, after the end of the first week, there's a lot of just, like, differences between players, obviously, because of luck. There's a lot of luck when it comes to, you know, DML major events. Because we've got the loot boxes, and then we've got the Dragon Board drops. Some people get full drops, some people don't. And even if you see someone that has a full drop, I am actually only happy for people that they have that full drop, rather than being, you know, salty or upset about it, because, you know, at this point, I've never gotten a full drop dragon, ever. As in any of the major dragons. Never gotten a full drop divine or ancient. So, I'm at the point where I've just accepted it. It's like, sure, Mr. Level 50 might have 3 full drops, but I've never had one. And that's okay. Is it really okay in the grand scheme of DML? Probably not. But it's one of those things where even though it could give me the dragons that I want, and it means I wouldn't have to grind the event as much, you know, I've done it without before. I'll do it again. But in terms of the event itself, you know, it is mainly just about logging in every 6 hours, doing all the quests, and not screwing up the breeding part. Because I know that the breeding part is one that a lot of people struggle with, understandably, because you can't really breed anything else the entire month unless you buy the second breeding den. And that really sucks. It really, really sucks. But there's not really a lot that you can do about it. The thing is, making sure that you have Chronos time skips for certain times if you're not going to be able to be around for, say, just when the breed's done, making sure that you can collect your food on time. All of those things come together, and basically those are the deciding things between whether a player's going to get polveles or not. Will that always be the case? No, maybe you just get busy because of life, things like that happen, right? But outside of that, logging in every 6 hours, not wasting a ton of event currency on rerolls, and making sure that you prioritize those purple chests. Well, yeah, purple chests, aka purple tiles. Because one big mistake that people made during the early stages of these events was going for laps rather than hitting all of the purple tiles. Because obviously you look at the purple tiles and you have to re-roll and you're like, ew, I don't want to waste all of my currency. Wow, that was a good set of rolls. Oh my. Did you see that? That was like a 3 into a 3 into a 2. That could barely have gone any better. Oh my. Well, I'm not going to complain about any other... This was also Pog. Oh my. I'm not going to complain while I'm here. You see, for every time that you sit there and you have awful, and I do mean awful, dice roll RNG, you're gonna have times like this where you actually have pretty good luck as well. So I try and factor all of that in. I try and be reasonable about it, because I know it's so very easy sometimes to just overlook the luck that you get sometimes, because, you know, when you get bad luck, it feels bad. It's like they say about positive comments. You could see 700 positive comments, and then if just a single one of them is a negative one, then that'll ruin your entire week. I mean, I'm past that point. So let's be real. If I don't get told to neck at least 4 times a day, is it even a day on the internet? Not for me. But, you know, not everyone is well equipped to handle that sort of thing. I do laugh because I genuinely find it funny. Especially people that really get salty and go out of their way to insult you, and it's just funny. I genuinely just find it hilarious. Game, can you actually roll, please? Don't tell me that my servers have died. Hello? Oh no, Wi-Fi problems. This isn't good. Oh, thank goodness. I was gonna start screaming for a second there. Okay, please, Wi-Fi symbol, please go away, thank you. And now, I do want to just put something out there, because a lot of people have been complaining about this, and it's not just during this event, it's been for a long while now. APA servers. I'm genuinely bewildered that Gameloft hasn't done anything about the APA servers yet, because they have been down during just this event for so many hours. Like, there are people that have just been waiting and waiting for their resets, and say they go and do their dungeon run, and then they log back in, and then they find out that their dungeon has reset. Rinse and repeat 20 times. And this has genuinely been happening on APA servers for this entire event so far. So they've had more than enough chances to get the server sorted, but, you know, if you are experiencing a lot of problems trying to log in on APA, that's why. It's just broken at the moment. I guess you could say so the same thing about the Enchanted Arena, right? It's just a few things are just very, very broken right now in DML. The servers being a very annoying major one, but one that you can't really get past, right? But yes, you'll see that my roll luck generally is, I mean, it's okay. It's been okay so far in terms of my polveles pieces, and my fun Diju pieces have been terrible. But of course, normally what we would do is we would save our event currency so that we can do quests, like the bonus quests when we get those. But I'm at a stage here where I've done so many quests without problem that I've still got leftover currency, so I can probably do a few more, you know, bingo things for now. Just spend a little bit while you're here so that you can see what I do with my DML stuff generally. And this sucks that I don't have... I've already had a 3 and a 1 on here, but I kind of don't want to waste the currency, to be honest. So rather than go for that bingo, I'm just going to go for another purple chest. Because realistically, yes, we want bingo stuff, but getting another purple chest is more important. And knowing me, I'd be sitting there re-rolling for 37 re-rolls, and then I will hate myself. So instead of doing that, I'm just gonna go with the easy peasy purple chest guaranteesy, and not worry about it too much. But let's try and re-roll this one. I'm trying to hit the first purple tile. There we go, because we did need to hit that first purple there, and then we'll have to hit the next one, so another 3 and another 2 would be fantastic game. We got the 3, so it could have been worse. Again, I said I wasn't going to complain about my dice roll RNG. Now we need a 2. A 2. Just going to keep re-rolling until we hit a 2. There we go. That was also pretty good re-roll luck. So again, today I'm not going to complain. It's been pretty good. Re-roll luck's been on point. There's a times 10 Pog Champ. That's pretty good. So I'm only at 76 chests open, but I do have the extra currency, of course. And getting times 10s is going to be really, really good for us. But, you know, it's going to be week 2. It's the start of week 2. We got places to be. We got new things to collect. We got reptilians to get. And in terms of skunk, as you can see, I'm on chapter 13. So we're actually not doing too bad on doubles, I don't think. I think we're doing okay. And milestone, I'm at 69,000. I'm 50 off. I'm going to leave that for now. But, you know, that's how Dragon Board is looking for us. And now if you want to laugh at me, because I'm probably going to get decimated in this dungeon. This is an energy dungeon. Don't let the initial dragons fool you. It's actually a horrible dungeon this week for anyone that has Wander Acceptance builds, which at this point is everyone. But, okay, it's not everyone. It's everyone that actually has Divines and Divine Ancients, which is a lot of people that actually have proper teams. But the energy dragons this week are going to be hell for a lot of people. Mainly because, of course, as soon as they use Burnout, that's it. Your dragon dies. Because it removes the buff and then it attacks them. And when the dungeon dragons are scaled so much higher than your dragons are just going to lose. So what can you actually do to try and combat this? There's a few things. You can try and keep dragons that have rebirth for as long as possible. But the problem in this dungeon rotation is that there's like 40 dragons in a row that have energy. So I don't think anyone's going to be able to have that many rebirth dragons on their team available to last that long. Unless you have, say, you know, 12 dragons at the same level and you just happen to have an absolutely crazy good dungeon team out of all of them. Say you've kept all of them at the exact same level for a very long time. Oh gosh, he has burnout as well. That scares me. It scares me greatly. Just any dragon that has burnout scares me. But yeah, there are some really crazy dungeon dragon teams that you can come up with. But for anyone that wanted to level up their teams for Nightmare Mode and for the arena, grand majority of those people do not have the ability to super grind this version of the dungeon. The only thing you can really do is try and take out the enemy dragons that come up, every single one of the energy dragons, and pay attention to which energy dragon has burnout and which doesn't. Outside of that, there isn't really much that you can do. So, I guess all I can really say is good luck when you're doing dungeon this week. Again, I'm probably going to end up waiting and just grinding in week 3 and week 4. Now, I guess there's a chance that the other weeks could be worse, but I'm pretty sure in terms of just sheer amount of burnout dragons, this one is the riskiest. I believe so. See, these 3 all have Power of Thunder, and even then, Power of Thunder isn't exactly a fun energy thing to have to deal with. But every single opponent is the case where you see Burnout, and it's like, that's it, you're dying. Except if they have evasion, suddenly they're not dying, and then we get stunned, and then it's like, oh no, we're already falling apart. And then it's like, oh no, I need to bless, because otherwise I'm gonna die. Is one of our dragons already gonna fail? Maybe. And it's just a constant cycle of that, over and over and over again. I guess you could argue it does make it a spicy dungeon week, because you're always going to be on edge, thinking that you're about to die. I don't know if I'd call that a positive thing. Just putting it out there, but you could view it like that, I suppose. I believe these 2 both had Burnout, so I'm going to check the next dragon again. Power of Thunder, fantastic. Oh, it's like every time you see a Burnout, it's like, bad roll, and then you see a bunch of Power of Thunder, it's like, bliss. Bliss, maybe we can try and get some tasks done. It's like, no, you're not gonna get any tasks done, are you? No, of course you're not. But, you know, it is, I'm just waiting for one of them to burn me out. Do it! Do it! I'm not scared. Okay, I'm very scared. Oh, this one has burnout. Oh, I should have done a perfect hit. But luckily, they are opting to not burn me out this time yet. So, compared to some of my luck earlier, definitely going a little bit better. Bliss. I love dungeons sometimes. It's just so... There we go. I was waiting for it to happen. I was waiting so long for it to happen. It does mean that grinding quests can be difficult depending on the team. I kind of just wanted to show it off for the meme this time. But, you know, be careful when you're going through the dungeon. I do hope that regardless, you still get lots and lots of dungeon tokens, and you still have lots of luck in the dungeon, even if, you know, there's another few weeks left. You kind of want to be grinding every dungeon as much as you possibly can, but in these early stages, I will be mainly focusing on KOs, rather than just trying to go for lots of quests, so that then we can be at the furthest point possible, and then, you know, we can grind a little bit more and not have to worry about these early dragons quite as much, because if we're able to one-shot them, then we should be able to get away with a little bit more. But, you know, like I've said before with the dungeon, make sure that you are mainly focusing on the purple chest if you can make it there. And you can open up every chest apart from maybe the last few blue chests. Aside from that, all the others are worth it to open up during your journeys. But log in every 6 hours whenever your cooldowns are ready. Get as many KOs and as many dungeon points as you can, and that's all that you can really do. You know, if your team's a sucky one, so be it. Just still grind, do whatever you can. If you keep getting really bad burnout RNG, fine, it is what it is. There's not really much avoiding it this week. But, you know, if you do get some crazy high KO counts, feel free to share those. You know, if you somehow manage to just get like permanent Power of Thunder RNG on the opposing enemy dragons, well, I guess good for you. Good for you. I don't have anything bad to say. That would only be a good thing, right? But I am going to skedaddle for now, you know, continuing with the dragon board grind, getting all the pieces that we can. I'm really hoping for some nice Fundiju luck. Let's open 10 more in passing. Ancient, because now that we've got Toy Fairy, we don't have any more legendaries to go for. We don't have any more epics to go for. The only thing left is Fundiju. And look at him. I'm at 72 pieces, after 334 chests, and that includes the 15 from the milestone pass. So yeah, my Fundiju pieces aren't too fantastic. Same with a lot of other people's. Not a single big drop. I think it's only been ×1 drops so far. Feels bad, dude. Feels very bad. Anyway, for now, I do appreciate you being here. Good luck on your DML quests, and I guess best of luck with not getting burnout dragons. But for now, adios, and I hope to see you soon.